out till I got me a Grammy, a crib with a leg and a whip for my granny. I ain't never had me no plan B. Look at me now, got a problem, get at me.
Back in September, the Cardinals lost a thriller in their first game against the Rams. Can Los Angeles finish the sweep? The answer comes your way next on Madden Football.
This seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. Taking it right down Broadway. Look at him go inside the 30. He will take this all the way. Touchdown, Arizona. So how about that? You want to talk about coming into a hostile environment and just silencing the crowd. They just did it.
Couldn't be a better start. There's no way. All week long, they've talked about having this type of a start, but I think they looked at it from the offensive team's perspective. You know, get the opening kickoff. You guys control the ball. A lot of people are now going to say, okay, now your offense, will they be out of whack? No, not at all. They're going to be absolutely happy. They're relaxed. They took care of business for them. They don't have any pressure now. They can just go play.
And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
Let's go now. '43 rail.
And they'll run the option to start the drive. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28.
Oh, man, that wasn't far from breaking in a big way into the secondary. Read option, quarterback kept it. And while he didn't get a first down, he did get a nice chunk of yardage. Only a nice tackle prevented it from maybe going all the way.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on third down. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Third and short yardage, Young. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Rams first down, and he was able to get it by plenty. A gain of 8 on 3rd and 3. And his throw is incomplete. And the Rams at 1-2 through the first 3 weeks of the season. And they got off to the good start, but then 2 straight losses since.
And now you start to wonder about what this does for a team's morale, how it affects their psyche, because let's face it, you work all summer pointing toward that opening game, you get the win, but then you don't carry it on from there. How will they bounce back from these losses and try and get right?
He turned that into a nice gain, gets him 8 yards closer for third down.
That's an early scramble that can be viewed positively by either side. From the offensive point of view, it begins to establish it as a possibility to keep it on certain plays. And defensively, they avoided giving up a huge play in one of their first tests in containing a quarterback on the run.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains. First down, here's White. And he is going to lose yardage here. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. But you look at this defense. They come into this one 9th in the NFL against the run.
They've established themselves as a top 10 run-stopping unit in the NFL here in the early going. All signs point to me towards them continuing that throughout the season. They look pretty good, pretty darn cohesive to me.
And he's going to be stopped up just short of the first down at the Cardinals' 42. A timeout for an injured player, and it looks like it's Treylon Burks who's in some discomfort out there. Play number 9 now on this pretty long opening drive, but this is third down. He'll get that out to the flat to White. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. A pickup of 5 that time and a first down. Here's Young. And he's got his man on the out route. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. The numbers for him from a week ago: 4 catches, 85 yards.
And they think they have a matchup advantage in this one. They're going to try and find some space for him to work and make sure he touches the football.
On second down, they'll run with White. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
Well, we always talk about good down and distance, allowing offenses to expand their playbook. Well, 2nd and 2, that means your playbook's wide open. You can run just about anything. But a lot of times, the play caller, he just looks down at his sheet, sees the short yardage runs, and goes to one of those.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice, easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Young to throw it. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete.
It's been a good opening drive offensively thus far, but you know they don't want to waste it and settle for a field goal attempt after that incompletion. So this is a big play coming up here on 3rd down.
They'll try to pick this up on the ground with White. And he'll have the first down, getting this one to the 14-yard line. Had a chance to maybe limit them to 3 if they could have gotten that stop there, but a new set of downs.
And with a new set of downs, you got to take the mentality of the whole thing. Right now, everyone's looking at the offense and saying they've got the advantage. The best defenses just say, okay, new set of downs, gives us another chance to make a play ourselves and maybe change things up.
Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
I'm actually looking at this play with defensive eyes here, partner, because they were still laser focused on him after his earlier exploits on this drive. I think they went back to the well just a little bit too soon. He got across the line of scrimmage, but they certainly weren't giving up much more than that.
9 yards on the play there, and it'll set him up 1st and goal.
First and goal at the 4-yard line.
Shot, 17. Ready?
It's Young off play action. And it's caught. And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2. And so far, a very nice, methodical opening drive.
This has the feel of a scripted drive that they rehearsed perfectly all week long, and now they're executing it on game day.
Script looks good so far. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down. Driven it down the field nicely here on the opening drive, but now it's put up or shut up.
No doubt about it, because to make that type of a drive and ultimately kick a field goal would feel very disappointing. But I'm just wondering, is the head coach...
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Bryce Young, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Rams drive it right down the field to score on their opening drive. Extra point splits the uprights, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. Here come the Cardinals, and it is Kyler Murray from Oklahoma who leads them out.
And it's funny how we always talk about how analytics are starting to creep into the game. One analytic that's been there for a long time, teams that start 0-3 usually don't make the playoffs. So we know one quarterback today that's determined to end that slide right now. It's not impossible, but this is a must-win for him and his team.
And he'll get this up just shy of the 30. A look at the numbers for Harris in last week's game. 7 carries, 69 yards.
And only 7 carries in last week's game, and I just don't know how any runner can really get loose and feel like they're into the game with that few carries. You've got to get that number up to around 15.
Murray's throw complete to McBride. You talk about this Rams defense, and they've shown the ability to play tough against the pass, currently ranked number 9 in the NFL.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure on the QB, they'd easily move into the top 5.
That was their first third down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key third down throws.
Here comes the Cardinals punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And last week in the loss, 5 punts as he gets this one away. This is fielded at the 27. Following the punt return here, there's someone shaken up. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. First down, Young. And that is incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
On the draw, here's White. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. The Cards going nickel. An extra defensive back out there now on third down. To throw, Young. And the pressure will bring him down here. The Cardinals get home for the sack. And while all of that was going on with the sack, it appears, unfortunately, we have an injured player. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. Pulled in at the 24. And 9 yards there on the return following a punt of 47. And the Cards will take over, 1st and 10. So the Cardinals offense back onto the field here for their second drive of the game. Now, early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice. But at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well.
A couple of quick incompletions, and now they're just one more away from getting off the field. They've got options now. Could they dial up a blitz here or just drop everyone into coverage to crowd the throwing lanes?
Eluding the pressure right. He opted to go with a scramble, gets 2 yards, and now it's 4th. These two teams all tied after one. Cardinal football here to start quarter number 2 as they've got it with a 4th down coming up. Here comes the Cardinals punter now as he'll punt it away for the second time. Taken in at the 22. A good head-down running on the return gets about 15 yards. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. And the LA offense ready for this next possession. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
2nd and 10. They'll set up to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. And we'll pause here for an injury. I believe that's a running back. Yeah, that's Rashad White, who's shaken up. Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Looked like they had an opportunity for a big play across the middle, but he didn't have the concentration or the focus necessary and dropped it before he could haul it in.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. That complete. It's Tyler Scott with it. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 33. 13 yards as the quick slant keeps the drive moving. They'll look to throw here on first down. That one complete. It's tanked down. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a second and about a foot. Again, he'll drop to throw. Letting one go deep for the end zone. That is incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender. Couldn't create space, couldn't uncover the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
The Rams on 3rd down. They have been superb. 5 for 6 to this point. They're looking at 3rd and a few inches. They'll go up the middle with White, and he will have the first down across the 20 to the 19-yard line. They're able to convert with a gain of 4. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Young. Throw right side, caught by Goddard, the tight end. It'll be a gain of 5, and it'll be 2nd down. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
On 2nd down, Young. To the sideline and incomplete.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he let him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
Now back to the ground game with White. Calling no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding him to no gain.
So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx it.
The Rams kickoff team on the field, and here we go with the ball in the air. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. Arizona's offense back out and ready to go. It's been an awfully slow start for them. This is their 3rd possession. They don't have a first down yet.
So that means they have to change up what they're doing, and for some teams, it's a change in tempo, usually moving it to more up-tempo type of an offense, just to try and change their fortunes right now. What they've been doing so far isn't working. Maybe they'll do that.
Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Harris running straight ahead. And he'll power his way forward for about 4 yards there on the first down carry. But now he appears to be in some pain. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. Second down, Murray sets to throw. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
Oh, boy, partner, did that just happen? I've got my hand over my eyes right now because, like him, it's going to haunt my dreams, too. He was wide open. How did he overthrow him there?
Defensively, just very lucky. You know that they got away with one there. To throw, it's Murray. taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble. So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 46. They hand this off to Harris, and he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. From the gun, Murray. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Charles, he doesn't seem to be particularly in tune with his receivers, just 2 for 7 throwing the football, but he did seem really locked in before the game.
Yeah, and that has to do with receivers sometimes. Sometimes the defenders knock them off their route, and you're usually pretty precise. 1, 2, 3 cut, balls out of his hands to the receiver. In this case, might be off by a half step either way. They've got to find a way to get back in sync.
A good pickup there, a 22. Throwing on 1st down is Murray. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them.
Throw left side is complete on the diving effort. His first catch, good for 14 there and a 1st down.
Every guy that plays this game has plenty of people around him that are concerned for his health and well-being. He had no regard for his body on that catch at all, did he?
Middle of the field, diving to grab it? No, he didn't. Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete.
They're putting together a drive here in the final minutes of the half, but the coverage has been tight all game long, and they certainly want to keep them off the scoreboard here.
On 2nd down, this is Harris. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Najee Harris with career touchdown number 60. And the Cardinals have retaken the lead.
Sometimes you get a 1st and goal and you're back near the 7, 8, 9-yard line, and you start thinking, maybe we'll run it here on 1st down to get half of what we need, so maybe we can have 2 or 3 for it from closer range. So this is a bonus right here. What a great run to work his way into the end zone.
The Cardinals set now to kick this one away, and off we go. This fielded right at the goal line. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. Here's a Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it, forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize, like going to the county fair. You don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. And Young's throw there incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. Young on 3rd down. Hard throw, incomplete.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw him break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
It's taken to the 26. Call that a 46-yard punt, though they did get 9 back on the return. And they will take over 1st and 10. Najee Harris and the rest of this offense work their way back onto the field. It's the 2nd quarter. His team has the lead, but I think he's hoping for a little bit more production out of himself.
And we often talk about preaching patience to a runner when things are a little bumpy in the early going, but we have to do the same thing with the offensive line. They can't wait to halftime to make the adjustments. They have to do it from series to series so those surface tablets come into play. Check out what the defense is doing and see if they can find a better way to run it.
So they search for that patience here now.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
And that's incomplete. The Cardinals on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Murray now. To the right side and complete to Thomas. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. So the completion good for 7 there. And that'll bring up 4th down. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
Now that's going to be a tough one to explain when they get together and watch the game film, isn't it? I mean, they had the right call, had the out route. He's got to know where the first down sticks are, yet he steps out of bounds that close. Not their best play.
A 40-yard punt, no return. And the Rams will be backed up deep to begin the drive as they take over 1st and 10.
Ready.
Now a first down throw for Young. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And he'll be taken down, but they've got this one up to the 35-yard line. Young on first down. And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up 2nd down. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better, got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They got to find a way to bring those two elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
It's Young on first down. Over the middle, it's complete. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. First down now, but that clock rolling. To the air once more, Young. Quick hitter here, it's complete. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half.
At the 30-yard line.
2nd down, Young. And that one will fall incomplete. Clock here now, just under 30 seconds to go in this first half.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Young now. And this is going to be incomplete.
When I watched that play, I thought about what my coaches had told me in the past. The biggest teaching point, get your head around. Locate the football so you can make a play on it while it's in the air. That's exactly what he did there. That was nice.
So the 3 points here, they're still down, but they put somewhat of a dent into that lead going into the break.
Anything helps when you're trying to chip away at a lead, but they do know that they're going to need a little bit better effort in the second half.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And they'll be set up with good field position here as he gets this up over the 40-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And with decent starting field position, they're maybe only a couple completions away from field goal range. And he's across the 45. It'll be 2nd down. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. On 2nd down, here's Murray. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left.
Oh, man, for him to be that wide open and drop it. Sometimes you have just too much time on your hands, right? You end up thinking way too much, and your hands get shaky.
And yes, he's a tight end, but that's a catch he should have made. And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well. Here comes the Cardinals punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. And the fair catch is taken at about the 13-yard line here. 37 yards on the punt with no return. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. 1 second, all that remains. And this will go as a short gain on what will be the final act of this first half. So a very tight first half. We had to break in a one-point game. As we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach.
All right, Brandon, we'll get back to you guys in a bit. But first, let's take a look around the NFL here on this first Sunday of October.
All right, folks, eager to get back to this Week 4 matchup. We won't put up a fight. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. And he won't quite make it to the 25. The Rams offense ready to begin quarter number 3. Well, Charles, we saw a pretty entertaining first half, close ball game. Remember there toward the end of the second quarter, the opposition scored to take the lead. Now we'll see if these guys can get a score of their own to regain that lead.
Yeah, they want to have that type of a response, don't they? Because they want to find a way to take control of this ball game one more time. Gauntlet's been thrown down. They want to see if they're ready to answer it.
So give them 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and it's second down. They defer to White out of the shotgun. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. A gain there of 12 yards and a first down L.A.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
They go right back to White here on first down. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. 10 more there and another first down. All right, I got to ask you, with these RPOs, essentially the quarterback has 3 options, right? So what's different from that versus the triple option that we see the service academies run at the college level?
As a general rule, the triple option at the college level, most things are called outside of the quarterback faking it to the runner and then keeping it himself and maybe having a trail back. What I mean is, in the NFL, that option to throw the football all comes about organically. It's a natural deal based on reads. In college, if you're going to throw the football off a triple option, you've actually called that play.
And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. And they just get the play off. Now Young. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete. Feeling like they're not quite in field goal range yet. They're going to go for it on 4th. Looking to throw, Young. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. No luck for the Rams as they fail here on 4th down. And the Cardinal defense is going to get the football back. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys, they're tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. A bit of a jump there, CD. He breaks the line, and that'll be 5 yards.
And you've got to stay more disciplined than that, Brandon. That's just a free gift to the offense.
So the penalty certainly helps them out as they come up on 2nd and 5. Play action. Now it's Murray. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
I like the calmness of how he played the ball here. No panic in his eyes as that throw arrived. Tracked it from the moment it left the quarterback's hand. And that's just where he needed to be to knock it away.
From the gun on 3rd down, Murray. Buying time to his left. And he'll be stopped well short. Only 2 yards there. 4th and 3.
And, partner, I would guess that in his headset he was hearing from his coach, it's 3rd down, don't take a sack. And in this case, he's able to avoid the pressure and get out of there. He doesn't get the first down, but he does turn a possible loss into positive yardage.
And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. On 1st and 10, Young. And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make 2nd down, 2nd and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
Now left side on the swing pass. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
I know it was a gain, but you have to sense probably a little bit of disappointment there, because when it's out there in open space, I think they expect to get more out of a play, don't you?
Especially when you're getting it to your guy out of the backfield. You're expecting him to be able to create something, be a little more shifty.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Good open field tackling held him to an okay gain.
That throw by Young incomplete.
1 first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
And he gets it away. A directional kick going toward the sideline. This one angles out of bounds. In the coffin corner. And they're going to mark this out of the 5-yard line. With the football back in the hands of the Arizona Cardinals. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is, can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. Harris going to get it again on 2nd down. And he'll go down after losing yardage at the 10. A loss on that play, and now 3rd down gets tougher. 3rd and 6. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Murray now to throw. And that is incomplete.
Tight end has become a bigger and bigger part of the passing game in the NFL, but if you drop the football, that position can get swapped out with a wide receiver in that spot, a running back in that spot. There are other ways they can go if you're not going to catch the ball.
And that's not just his first drop, his 2nd drop of the game. They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and out will come the offense as they take over. And the Rams now coming out on the field. The last series for them, a little disappointing, forced a punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive. 1st and 10. Pressure comes, and the Cardinals bring him down. B.J. Ojulari getting in there and dropping him. Tell you what, he did not have much time there to scan the field before he was ducking and covering.
Did it appear to you, as it did to me, that the defensive front won their play really quickly? Meaning the guys in front of them had almost no chance to block them. They were on him in a hurry.
And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. That one good for 17 as they're set up better now for 3rd down.
Well, partner, for a few years there, we thought this read option play was going to take over the whole NFL. It seemed like everyone was using it. But it has been scaled back considerably in the last few seasons, mainly because people are worried about their quarterbacks getting hit. But when you call it at the right time and you use it properly, you see the type of gains you can get. A nice chunk of yardage there by the quarterback.
Call it a gain of 5 as they move the sticks. Now here's Young. He's got Dallas Goedert, his tight end, over the middle. A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28.
Such a tough position to defend near the line, even when you add a second defender. But the big man shrugged off the extra body and made the play call a success.
They go play action. Young. And this one nearly intercepted. Boy, that would have been a great time for their first pick. But instead, it's third down.
Those are the ones you dream of as defenders. I think if he gets eyes on the ball a little bit earlier, he might come away with it. Instead, it's going to wind up as just an incomplete pass.
On third down, a run from White. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
We ought to come up with a T-shirt and sell it that says, no indecision on 3rd and 1. And we didn't see it on that run, did we? Got his shoulders square, just got right into the line of scrimmage and picked it up.
Absolutely. Picked his lane, went with it, and converted. And Young's throw there incomplete.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here in this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on first down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
A third quarter now, to 1-point game as they line up 2nd and 10. Here is Young. He'll leave this one for White. That helps the completion percentage, but not much else, and now it's 3rd and 10. They tried to swing it out left into the flat, but the defense, they were very principled there.
It felt very West Coast offense, didn't it? You know their expression, right? On a West Coast offense, when they throw the ball, it's either going to be a touchdown or a check.
No, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by J.C. Horn. And the Cardinals are going to take possession here at their own 16-yard line. And that could turn out to be a giant play, Charles. You got an offense driving to take the lead, but they're turned away on the INT.
And I think that we might look back on this in the 4th quarter and say, that was the play of the game.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Well, struggles continue. Open targets, and he keeps missing them, pressing way too much. He may have a big arm, but until he learns how to harness it and have some touch, he's going to continue to struggle.
Here's 2nd and 10. They'll toss to Harris. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 44 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. Back now in Los Angeles. This one's still anybody's ball game. It's a 1-point difference here as we begin the 4th quarter of play. Now a first down carry for Harris. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football. And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half. Here comes the Cardinals punter now as he's on to kick it away. This will be taken at the 10. That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. L.A. readies for its next possession. Their defense accomplished step one of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a fourth-quarter lead. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
That's a play to take note of there for the defense. I think in the future, if you're going to try and block him, maybe you get a guard to help double-team him and try and steer him out of the play. They should have done it on that snap.
That throw by Young incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the... A 9-yard loss, and it also brings up 4th. Here comes the Rams punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Good open field tackling there, a 50-yard punt followed by just a 1-yard return. So here are the Cardinals to take over. They are trying to snap that 3-game losing streak, on top so far with the football here, 1st and 10. Throwing now is Murray. And that's going to be incomplete.
Not sure what happened there, but he just didn't get the right read on the coverage that time. Pass wasn't where it needed to be, and that'll send them back to the drawing board.
Now it's 2nd and 10. Now Murray. Thomas brings it in. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 18 on that one, and the Cardinals have a 1st down. They'll try the right side with Harris. And he's got it to about the 40.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
2nd down and 8. Play fake. Murray. He'll get this complete to Rondale Moore. And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 22-yard line. They got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets them a new set of downs. They fake the handoff. Now Murray. And his throw here is incomplete.
Today's NFL, these big guys are featured receivers. They move all over the place to try and find good matchups, and they had one. They were just unable to complete the pass.
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. Murray going to throw. Toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
To throw is Murray. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Sometimes the game is pretty simple. Put a few extra defensive backs on the field, give them nowhere to throw the football, force the incompletion, and get off the field on 3rd down.
And his kick is right there. It's good, and that'll move their lead up to 4 now. So they get to 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. The offense for Los Angeles returns to the field. See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled-out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He would love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
And he's going to be down at the 35, gain of 7. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, Makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
Opting to run again here with Wright. And he is going to have a Rams first down by a couple of yards as they're able to get 4 there on 3rd and 2.
Well, partner, none of these runs individually have added up to a whole lot.
Now 3 plays, all 3 short runs, but together a first down.
Yeah, it's amazing how the narrative changes when you string them together.
First down, Young. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they throw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range. Tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to need a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
Yeah, once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete. Young on 3rd down. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
That is certainly one way to frustrate a quarterback. Run those extra defenders on the field. Dime package, lots of speed, no space to fit into football.
And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. The Cardinal offense here ready to take over. They have the lead, obviously, late in the game. I guess the good news for them is if for some reason they would make a mistake, a field goal does the opposition no good.
Everyone loves to have a little bit of a cushion, and that helps you immeasurably. But the bottom line is, do all the things that you're taught in order to close out the game. Don't even let that become an issue.
Yeah, but still a one-possession game. This one not fully over yet. Trailing in the 4th, this close of a game, that's a penalty you just can't afford.
It's an absolute killer, and it's one that drives coaches and teammates insane.
So now a fresh set of downs, 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. To throw, it's Murray. And he's got his big wide receiver complete. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
56 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 13 times.
I know we're in the era of wide-open football, a lot of spread formations, more space, but there's still a spot for power football, and we just saw some of it right there. How about that run?
Yeah, breaking the tackle, and, you know, late in this game, he wants the football in his hands. He's had a good day. But now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. Looked like he had a couple of different options as far as who to throw to on that play. And who am I to say this, but I'm not sure he made the right decision.
Well, the window of opportunity is always going to be small in the NFL. That's why those quarterbacks who make quick decisions and have quick releases have the most success in this league.
Meanwhile, Murray's Thomas.
Previous play is under review. After review of the play,
so that challenge not successful there, and that's going to cost him the first of his timeouts. Murray now on 1st down. That one tipped, and it's incomplete. But good hands there defensively, and 2nd down.
You got to give some credit. They're able to hop up in the air and bat that one away. And that's frustrating for an offensive lineman because the only recourse is when he goes in the air to try and give some type of a pop or a shove, hoping to bring his arms down.
Thomas has got it. Complete. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. Right there, he rose to the occasion late in a close game.
It's something he thought about, dreamed about, and worked on throughout his career. Because in these types of situations, he wasn't going to allow extra coverage to keep him from getting the football.
And he's going to get the 1st down as he covers up after a pretty good shot there. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their 2nd. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. Here's Murray. His throw incomplete.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on 1st down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
Marquise Brown was the intended target, but it'll be 2nd and goal. On the give, this is Harris. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. The Rams going to be forced to use their third and final timeout. So that will leave them with no timeouts left. Still plenty of time on the clock. We'll see how that affects things here in this fourth quarter. Meanwhile, on third down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete. So decision time now, because a field goal keeps it a one-score game. What are you thinking?
Well, I'm looking at the down and distance, and that's where the issue comes in.
Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked.
Partner, I think they saw something there. I mean, they came from the right side deliberately, and you know there's always a designated guy who goes and blocks it, but it's the rest of his teammates that get him free.
The Rams ready to go on offense. Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time, hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone. And he cannot get away, and Young will go down. Buried by multiple defenders on the drive's first play.
And this dominant defensive performance continued on that play. This poor quarterback has not received the protection he needs and has had to pick himself up off the turf far too often.
And Young's throw there incomplete. The pressure really ratcheting up. They get the sack on first down. Then a near sack. They got to him there just as it was leaving his hand.
Yeah, they might need to change their pass protection scheme a little bit. Maybe bring another guy into the backfield to help protect the quarterback, because that was awfully close.
That throw by Young incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
Pass taken in by his big tight end, and he is going to have the Rams first down, and it is a big letdown there defensively. They somehow allow him to convert on 4th and long. Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. Picked off by J.C. Horn. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. When you talk about making winning plays, that is a winning play at this stage of the game. To come up with that interception, huge.
I like how you identified that, because most people think winning plays are the offense trying to get it done. In this case, nursing a lead, they found a way to make a play on that side of the ball and maybe finish things off.
Now they fake the jet sweep there and a run instead with Harris. Touchdown, Cardinals! Najee Harris with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Cardinals might be headed to the win column for the first time this season as they add on to their lead. Out comes the kicking team here for the extra point. And that one pushes the lead up to 11. They had the short field, and they made quick work of it. Just 2 plays to get into the end zone. The Cardinals set now to kick this one away, and off we go. Taken at the goal line. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. So all eyes on this Rams offense. Down by 11, 1:04 on the clock. And they're in danger of a 3rd straight loss as they come up on 1st and 10. Young to throw. The Cards get to him here. He's brought down for a sack. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up 2nd.
Brings up 2nd and 17 at the 11-yard line.
Young. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down. Now Young. Pass complete. It's Scott. And brought down, but a big gain, a gain that they needed. The only thing to keep in mind here is with him being tackled inbounds, that clock is moving.
So it's a win here for the Arizona Cardinals. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what?